What I'm working on today is the Silverado. As you can see, the paint has come off of this spot here. I believe they had a magnet, and when they took the magnet off, it took the paint with it somehow. They've had issues with this white paint on GM vehicles all the way back into the 90s. So what I'm going to be doing today is repairing this, repainting this area, blending the color in, and re-clearing the whole panel. But before I do that, I've got to remove the handle, the mirror, the emblems, the window trim, and just cover some of this stuff up. And I've got the door handle out, I've got this trim off, I've got the logo off, got the mirror off. I'm leaving this for now, leaving the window up, just so I can minimize the amount of dust, just because I don't want to tape this up and then have to take it off and then tape it up again. I want to go ahead and clean all of this with a wax and grease remover before I start sanding, just to make sure that I've got rid of all the contaminants. So the first one was the solvent based. Now I like to go back over that with a water based. While wiping everything down, I like to go ahead and do inside of the jams, because I know I'm going to be applying some tape there. So I want to make sure that's clean for that tape to adhere to. Now I'm going to use some 80 grit on a block to go in and smooth this out. Okay, now that I got that done with the block, I'm going to come in and refine those 80 grit with a piece of 180 on a DA. Once I got everything cleaned up, I did notice there are a couple of small dents. There's one right here, and there's one right here. I'm just going to sand that. They're not very deep, so I'm just going to hit that with a little bit of 80 grit. Right here. Another thing I like to do is just take a Scotch-Brite, especially in these areas up here where some primer may get, and just take and scuff that up. Alright, now that I got these sanded down, got a little bit of filler mixed up here. Like I said, these are very shallow, so we're just going to put a little on top. Now I'm going to apply some white primer. Now that this primer's had some time to dry, I'm just going to take some dry guide coat. Start off with some 180 just to knock the texture down, and do it in a crosshatch. Now I've got a 500 to 600 grit foam pad that I'm going to go over everything with. I'm going to do a little 600 grit. got the whole door scuffed up other than the edges right up in here. So now I'm just going to let this window down, pull this molding out right here, scuff up in there, and then tape everything up and get ready to spray. Alright, here we got all the prep done. Everything's covered up, taped up. I got a few little spots where I'm going to spray some sealer, and then I will move from that, let it flash, scuff over it a little bit, go to base, and then clear coat. So I've got the sealer sprayed over these few spots. Scuffed it up just a little bit after it dried. Now I'm going to come in and put the base on.